A tale of two loves converged over one nightmare.
Ooh, Yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm going to be talking about Volume 3 of Incubus by Yaoi Neko. I'll read the back, we'll delve into the nitty-gritty, and we'll talk about it. Can a demon find love on Earth? The painful relationship between the demon Lineal and the human Judas continues despite all the odds stacked against them. They will endure tribulations as pressure from heaven and hell, from hell and earth seek to split them apart. How can they overcome such epic obstacles? This is rated 18+, and it is, I don't know if it's published by Kitty or if it's just distributed by Kitty Media, but one or the other, it's published or it's distributed by Kitty. So, this one actually is a story of two different loves and romances that you know, and you can tell by the way the story is running, are going to intertwine. In this volume, we meet our past antagonist, which is another demon, an Ifrit, named Kent. And the reason he was after the main love interest in the other two volumes was because he needed the soul to save his lover, his young master named Alex. Now, we discover quite a bit about their past and the sorrow and sadness that the demon is going through, namely that he felt responsible in a way for what happened to his young master, and he was coming to terms with his feelings and hadn't yet. So it's a very bittersweet, sorrowful tale that has a very happy ending, which you can tell comes to fruition. Now, this volume is literally a little over halfway, just their story. It's very romantic, very beautiful. The lovers end up back together as it should be in these volumes, and it's gorgeous. Very wordy, but gorgeous. At points, this does feel like you're reading a textbook in both sections. I have it divided in both sections, the opening and the last section, but it's well worth it. It's very emotionally riveting and well-driven and truly, honestly worth it. Now, the last half, where we actually get back to our main protagonist protagonists, okay, the multiple protagonists, Judas and Lineal. When we get to them, we get a mild recap of what happened, their romance, and how Judas is still very much so in love with his professor and doesn't seem to be able to get over it. Lineal is slowly being consumed by the, they called it the dark heart, which seems to be the more carnal, vengeful, dark side of the human soul, which will make him become a berserker, I believe is what they called it, but he'll just become blood-hungry and kill and do horrific things. And he doesn't want to quite reveal that to Judas because the relationship is on such a rocky situation. It's very driven. Towards the end, I'm reeling for a fourth volume. Now, this was published in 2008. The author did address that she had, in the back end of her volume, in the author's notes, she does address that she has depression and anxiety and those issues, which are very real and very sad that she's suffering from them, and it has prolonged the fourth volume from coming out. I don't know if she's working on it or not, but I can't wait. Now, I gave this 4.5 stars out of 5. It would have been 5, but there's no fourth volume. So, Miss Yaoi Neko, I love you. I appreciate the emotional recovery, and the second that you start working on it again, if you tell me, I would absolutely love it, because I can't wait. I am so into this that it's not even funny. It's just the whole story, and every time she does a sex scene, it is very hot and very beautiful and very arousing. She has a great way and usage of making sure you can see a direct delineation between good versus evil. So all the good guys, she addresses that also in her notes in the back. All the good guys will look very bishonen, so they'll be very androgynous, very beautiful, very witty. And those are things that in her mind she associates with evil, and man, was that actually a great choice. Her general style throughout this is she draws very bara men. None of them are overly, like, yeah, this is a good example. So if you look at the page here, yes, there's a younger man depicted on the pages where he looks really young, but he's very fit, very kind of built for somebody of his age. And it's not like he is overly effeminate. He is actually still very much so. You look at him, you can tell he's a man. And her Bishonen characters are very, very masculine, ripply muscles, beautiful to look at. I mean, if I could show you some of the more X-rated scenes, I would. But I love this volume. It is definitely 18 plus. There is no fudging that. There's no arguing it. I'm sorry, kiddies under 18. You're going to have to wait. This is so worth it. Again, I will put down below the links to where you can buy the first 3 volumes for 20 bucks, which is a killer deal. When I originally bought my first volume, I think I paid 11, 12 bucks for it, which bothers me, but that's okay. I didn't look for the best deal. That's my fault. So I'll include you a link. It'll take you to her blog spot. It hasn't been updated. Well, she's recently been updating it, but if you go to the very bottom, I think it's post 2011, year 2011, that's where you'll find this one, the 3 volumes. Order them. They're really worth it. They're gorgeously done. I highly recommend this. The story is killer. So if you guys have questions or comments, shoot them down below. Give this a like, and share it with your friends who like yaoi, who like bara men, because, I mean, this is just hot. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Do you like what you see? Then subscribe!